Hey guys, how you doing? The Custom Tactics King is back in business. That's what I am, guys. Make sure to obviously subscribe if you are new. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it and it helped you guys. Let's get straight into these tactics. I don't want to waste any of your time, but make sure to show your support for the channel. We're nearly on 1k subs. It just kind of, it helps me to grow as a person, obviously. Not like grow, but like, you get what I mean, grow as a channel. And, we have fun on our streams as well. So make sure to check out my Twitch as well, because that's going to definitely be a great experience. Guys, I'm going to give you two variations of the 4-3-2-1. I think the 4-3-2-1 is one of the best formations you can play with currently. So I'm going to be giving you two variations of it. A variation where you want to play a bit more, kind of conservative with it, if you don't want to really press up too much, and a formation which is just, I really want to press, I really want to push forward with this formation. So I'm going to give you two, and you can try out both. I personally would play with the conservative one, and that's the one I've been trying on Rivals and all that other kind of stuff, game modes. Guys, here we go. Balance is the way to go. I will never say drop back, it doesn't work. Constant pressure, all that kind of stuff, guys. You're keeping it conservative, so you're going to keep on balance. The width is 5, and that's okay. I don't think you need to make it any higher. It's a 4-3-2-1. It's very good and compact in the middle. You want to keep it as it is, the kind of shape, the general shape of it. Depth, guys, I'd put it on 5 as well. I'd keep it super balanced, I'll be honest with you. The 4-3-2-1 is a formation you don't have to tinker too much with, because of how well positioned players are. Once you start the game, they constantly switch around in attack, and it gives you these incredible options which you would not have with any other formation, guys. Offensive style, long ball. And I think this is a pretty simple thing. You've seen on every single one of my videos, and if you haven't seen any of my other videos, what are you doing, guys? I made a literal gameplay analysis of a pro player. Check that out as well, guys. All my other custom tactics videos is the same thing. Long ball. It's the only thing that works, man. Width, I put it on 6. The only reason why I put it on 6 in attack is because you really need to stretch it out. It's very narrow, and that's okay when you're defending, but that's not okay when you're attacking. When you're really trying to get the players into the box, when you're trying to get your players involved in the play, you really need up there, guys. So 6 is the way to go. Players in the box. As we're talking about that, I'm keeping it 5. I'm keeping it very conservative once again. This is a very balanced variation of the 4-3-2-1, and that's okay, guys. Sometimes doing less is more. Simple. Lads, how would I line it up? Well, look, I'd obviously try and have my fast players obviously on the wing, my striker in striker. Now, how you're going to place your centre mids is very important because of their instructions. So let me get straight into the instructions, but guys, bear with me because this is very important with how you play your centre mids. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. I answer all questions on this channel, believe it or not. I have a record, 100% record with answering questions, guys. Rainier, or Reiner, or whatever you want to call him, he's a striker. And in this formation, like last time I made this video, I was kind of talking about it. Do I keep him stay central? Do I drift wide? I just keep him balanced. Let him do his job. Do you know what I mean? Just let him do his job. I know a lot of people would like him to stay central, but we'll get into that in a second, guys, when we move on to the second variation. Rashford, stay forward. Ronaldo, stay forward. You can't make them get into box for cross, which is the only problem. I wish I could, but both of them need to be on stay forward for me, because this is literally your point of attack. Your big focal point is your left winger and your right winger, and you want the left winger switching with the right winger switching with the striker. They're going to be moving all over the place. So if you have versatile players who can play on any side and any position, then it's perfect for you. Now here's the big thing with centre mids, guys. The middle centre mid, as you can guess, stay back, cover centre. Nothing weird, nothing new there. It is what it is. Do you get what I mean? Now, your two centre mids have to be on cover wing. They have to. That's usually the thing anyway when it comes to these 3 centre mid formations, which works so well this year because of how many options it gives you. Your left centre mid, for me, that's how I do it. Bruno Fernandes, guys, he's going to have to stay back. He's going to have to stay back. Meanwhile, Firmino gets forward and gets into box for cross. Now let me explain why this looks so asymmetrical and it works. Because of how this formation plays in game, your players switch around and move all over the place, allowing you basically to have one of your centre mids to play box to box and run up one way and then down the other. So therefore get forward, get into box for cross. Meanwhile, your other one stays back and helps out. Even though it's Bruno, he can do the job, guys. Trust me, he can do the job in defending. I know some people would say, oh, put Bruno there. I mean, I have his 88, so maybe that's the problem I'm having. But, it's up to you at the end of the day which player you feel like it's going to work better box to box than defending. But cover wing is the important thing, and the reason why cover wing is because the right back and the left back are both on balanced, because they are going to be helping you out. I just left the screen, which is not very helpful for you guys, but you get my point. They're helping out, they're pushing up. Your center mids are going to the sides to dominate that kind of position until your right back and left back get back. Meanwhile, your CDM comes back to help out the defense. Simple, guys. It makes sense. It works. Now, how would I make this work in a more attacking variation, guys? It's simple. Press off the possession loss. The only one which works right now, post-patch, by the way. Press on heavy touch or whatever does not work. Constant pressure, you can just do it on your D-pad. It's not that important, and it doesn't work. Press off the possession loss very, very well. Width. To be honest, I was debating this, and it depends how you want to play. If you're worried about the wings and the counters, go on 6, because that will help to stretch out. 5 if you want to keep it balanced, because the balance for variation works for you. Or forward if you're really like, you're like, okay, I'm alright with the wings, but I really want my box to be tight and, really marked up. I personally would go on 6. It's a bit more attacking. You're going to have a lot more players up, so your centre backs need to be stretching out a bit more. Depth also put on 6. I wouldn't go to 7, I'd go on 6. I've tried with 7, this formation kind of just collapses as soon as it goes into those. So if you want any ultra attacking formations, check out my 4-3-1-2 and 4-1-2-1-2 formations, because those ones are good for ultra attacking, not as much as this. This is just good if you're trying to get a ball back, trying to, kind of press a bit more and get really more out of your team so you can come back. But this is not like a last 15 minutes formation. Now, guys, your offensive style, once again, long ball. We're not messing about with that. Width, once again, 6. Players in the box, I'd put on 7, guys. Now you're really going for it. You're really, really going for it. And you need those players bombarding the box, because that's how you're going to be scoring your goals. 100% of the time. Your goals in this formation are mainly from around the box, because of how many players you have. Your right winger switching with your left winger switching with the striker. It gives you so many options, guys. That's the way to go with this formation. As I'm trying to suffer with this, make sure to like the video if you're suffering with this every time you're doing these silly tactics. Every time they just switch around. But that's how I'd line it up here. Once again, I'd keep it around the same. In terms of the positions of players, I wouldn't mess about with that too much. The difference is it's now going to be on stay central, stay forward. The reason why your strikers now will stay central is because your players are really going to be going forwards, and you need everyone a bit more organized. This is not like a gung-ho formation anymore. You need your striker to be in the middle and everyone else running around him doing their own thing. It's a very important thing, and therefore drift wide, stay forward. Drift wide, stay forward on your left winger and your right winger, which is very, very important, guys. Very important. Bruno Fernandes still on stay back. Desai still on stay back, cover center. Firmino still on get forward, get into box for cross. Nothing changes with your midfield. Remember, this is just minor tinkering. You don't need to change the whole formation because it's not working. And for that reason as well, they're staying on balance. And that's it, guys. At the end of the day, there's not much more to it. The 4-3-2-1 is a very good formation. Let me know down in the comments below if you're going to try it. If you're not, tell me why not. I'm here to help you with any other queries you may have. Check out my daily streams if you have any questions during the day, because I'll be answering them there as well, guys. Thank you so much for staying for the whole video. If you did. But if you didn't, that's perfectly okay. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.